Здравствуй, 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 дорогой друг. NyGa TiP вернулся. Извините за эту неожиданную пропажу. Очень срочно пришлось отойти. И Билгер здесь, Бойля также меня поддерживает морально. Мы продолжаем Fall. Итак, Fall. На чем же мы остановились? Значит, мы оповестили о том, что мы куда-то уплываем. Теперь идем давать... Что давать? Люлей, да? Люлей шарлатану. А у нас еще есть какой-то договориться с продавцом, да? Так, это нам нужно корабль поработать. Так, по домам не шатаемся. Какие-то вопросики. Идем просто прямо, потом направо. Идем прямо. Торговец на месте будет. Какой торговец? Здрасте. Да. Кузнец пойдет. Ага, мастерская. Стоп. А где шарлатан? Шарлатана мы прошли. Так, пойдем. Подожди, ну у нас все равно нету ничего вообще. Ни денег, ничего. Пойдем шарлатана подбьем, может. Воу. Дамочка, вы что, охерели, что ли? На, в лицо, блин. Охренел вообще. Тихо. Ох, здорово. Ух ты. Ну. Так, допустим. Ага. О, монеты есть, ловушка, боеприпасы, железная руда, как тут все. Проходит. А что вообще, что сейчас было вообще? Мы не дошли до места, тут бандюганы напали. Темные переулки, да, типа не тусуйтесь по темным переулкам. Вот умею. А вот и шарлатан, да, похож? Так, ага.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything.
Oh.
Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the malihor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the malihor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the malihor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the malihor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him, I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Крыса ты, подзаборная. Ну-ка, блин.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Так. И... Ага. Опа. Страницы, исписанные мелким неразборчивым почерком. На них написаны результаты опытов и осмотра пациентов. Встречаются непонятные символы. Сложность некоторых рецептов не оставляет сомнения. Автор этих записей был очень хорошим алхимиком. Откуда идет? А, я уже был полудохлый. Угу. Надо было зелье выпить. Я-то думал, жизнь восстанавливается. Ярость.
Brilliant idea, Kurt.
Вот. А, я... Теперь я фуллоу.
Let's take a look at his cart.
Ой! Ладно, сами разберемся. Так. Разобрались с этими наглыми тунеядцами. Ой, что у нас происходит? А теперь-ка разберемся с его зельями. Так, письмо трактирщика. Это странный алхимик из Альянса, который снял комнату наверху. Просит не заходить к нему и не делать уборку. Наверное, старый дурак боится, что ты разобьешь его склянки. Пусть сидит в грязи, если хочет, не будем ему мешать. Это мы уже прочитали. Так. Что дальше? Жив, здорово, хорошо. Возвращаемся.
Have you finally made up your mind?
Так.
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Что произошло, вообще непонятно. Так, таверна здесь. Это что за символ какой-то? Интересно. Здорово. Простите, простите. Так, воровать стало нечестно. Так.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Так. Стоп. Вот Тир-Фради. Что?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Не надо спрашивать, да? Надо просто идти его искать. Ну, пошли. Вниз. Здрасте. Все-таки резко встали. Вежливые. Это что ли? Джентльмены. Где у вас подъем наверх? Вот ты где. Че такое? Не хочу воровать. Что это? Шурупы. Воровали. Бедный наверное. Так. Опа. Это что? Это чей номер? Вы правильно пришли? Нет. Там ключи. Ключи. Кладовая трактирчика, чтобы побольше свистнуть этого, да? Еды там, воды. О, здорово, здорово, ну здорово. Эй, чувачок.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners. Making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the malachor they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred.
Что-то подозрительно. Зачем ты торгуешь и обманываешь людей?
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled. But I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder. That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice. But it does not harm them, I assure you.
А что ты его не
If
пьешь?
this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
Да, вот и чё. На словах все вроде как бы нормально. А По факту-то как? Вот по факту-то. Правду ли он говорит или нет? Как бы поступили, да? Колебаться вообще типа нет вариантов. Да? Ну, тут сложно очень. По его словам он прав. Его надо отпустить. Пойти против всех. Угу. А с другой стороны, да? А если он лжет?
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Так, письмо алхимика и Альфада. Я очень опечален тем, что ваши надежды найти покой в Сирене не оправдались. После вашего отъезда Академия оказалась в удрученном состоянии. Ваши обвинители ведут себя так, словно законов для них не существует, и постоянно проводят сомнительные опыты. Мы ничего не можем сделать, лишь молчать и ждать. Искренне надеюсь, что ваши поиски увенчаются успехом. Ваш друг. Ну, тут по письму тоже вроде как бы все нормально. Да, посмотрим, к чему это нас приведет. Нам сейчас что нужно-то? Почему?
The servant's door. The lock's double bolted.
Locked.
Второй уровень взлома.
I don't have the key.
Так.
Locked.
Да, здесь ключ у меня есть. Кладовой. Может, я здесь ключ найду? Нет. Ключ трактирчика. Вот. Ну, остальное не надо. Уничтожить и уйти.
The key to the tavern.
Не буду трогать чужое. Ключ возьму. А золото мне этого не нужно.
Locked.
Let's go and find the alchemist. We need to get him out of here as fast as we can.
А как мне достать другую шпагу? Как мне достать другое оружие? В. В самом конце, блин. О! А то, блин, достиг какой-то кортик непонятный. Какой сабля. Жив, цел. Пошли.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
Yes. I need to get you out of here. I have unlocked the service entrance. You will be able to sneak out of there discreetly.
Without being skinned alive by the mob?
You need to remain prudent. I will escort you to your cart.
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into any unhappy patients.
Недовольный покупатель. Обманщик гребаный. Так, куда нам двигать? Капитан Ласка. Проводить шарлатана. Договориться с продавцом. Так, пойдем так, да? Тут не пройти. Там тоже. Сюда, значит. И здесь не пройти.
And we have no choice but to go this way.
Разве у нас есть выбор? По-моему, другого варианта я не вижу вообще. Тупичок. Ну, давай. Сюда. Направо уходит.
To my help and death to the others. Careful, Greenblood, you're wounded. Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Это точно рассерженный покупатель?
Greenblood, do you need something?
Я случайно.
I must leave you.
Я надеюсь, это были просто бандюганы, а не то, что мы просто взяли сейчас и порубили обычных людей, которые возмущены просто тем, что он не продал хуйню. Предметы везде лежат. Вот опять нет, это нормально.
More envy customers. I should have stayed. I was safe. To my health and death to the others.
Come on and fight.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Ну, это как бы немножко жестковато. Какого хрена мы творим вообще? Торгаш. Зачем мы обратно проводили его? К его вещам, что ли? Не дойдем, что-нибудь. Где-нибудь нас уже поджидают.
My cart, finally. I owe you my life. How can I ever thank you?
Just do us the favor of never coming back, and stop this deceitful commerce.
Have no worries about that. I'm not going to forget this lesson anytime soon.
Move along now. Get out of here while there's still time.
Would you accept this as a token of my gratitude? Farewell, my lord.
То есть, блядь. Он все-таки обманщик. Нужно было его арестовать. Посольство морского альянса.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do.
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years.
And I valued your friendship. but I thought, and to be honest, anything else?
Ну не педики, успокойся. Я просто хочу сказать, что мы друзья. Так. Надо почаще стрелять. Блять. Патрон уже есть. А что мне там по навыкам? Я качнулся же. Есть одно очко. Кольцо, паралич, ручные. Вот мои навыки, да? Мне нужно выбрать вот эти вот. Либо быстрый подрывник, ловушка. Наносить больше урона с помощью навыка стрела. Наносить больше урона с помощью навыка наручное оружие. Я пока только воюю. Ладно. Нет, ну я же больше дерусь. Зараза какая. Тяжелая, паралич, кольцо магии. А, давайте стрелять. Пофигу. Характеристики. Таланты. Все что ли? Ну, все. Так, что по клинкам? Все есть уже. Ничего нового. Так, сумочка. А, сумки. Это расходники. Так, Тор снова появился. Ладно. Перчаточка. Допустим. Ага, ангар. Ладно, с ним разобрались, пойдем договоримся с продавцом.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
Oh,
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sardet, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lord. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Don't you worry now. You'll get your merchandise.
Быстро сдался. Ну, опять с кем поговорить надо.
Sir de Sardet, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tir-Fradi as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise in contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Да. Что творится, вообще непонятно. Разбираемся мы. Токи-токи.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sardet.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Так. Так. Значит, мы только что получили репутацию плюс. Но... Что надо сделать? Если я сейчас его обвиню, я эту репутацию потеряю. Мне как бы с ними нарушить... Ну, я же честный, милорд, да?
Why should I deliver him to you? You deliberately hid the truth about him from me.
What? Might I remind you that you're in audience with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance?
And you to a legate of the Congregation of Merchants, that you treat like an imbecile. This man is indeed an alchemist at the bridge, and he told me much about your disagreement of opinion.
And of course you sided with him.
Certainly not. I have no part to play in your quarrels. I just chased him from our city. Now, if you're still intent on placing him in irons, you need to capture him on your own lands.
How embarrassing. I should have shown more honesty in your regard. Please accept my excuses. And this modest gift for the voyage that awaits you.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Репутация -1 теперь, да. Сука. Ну ладно, зато поступил по-честному. Впредь рассказывайте все. А то нашли, блин, мальчика на побегушках. Это все... Это я с ними дрался или просто так лежат, отдыхают? Что, никто не убирается здесь? Может, мне хватит денег что-нибудь сделать? Ну-ка. Так. Оружие, броня. Так, навык позволяет давать зелья в ловушки. Чтобы работать мастерство, нужно обладать определенными знаниями. Получить их можно несколькими способами. Развивать соответствующий талант, пользоваться определенным снаряжением. Вообще спутника, чтобы получить бонус. Так, новый рецепт. Ага. Так, ингредиенты. Улучшить. Сравнять. Допустим. А какое качество какое лучше? Зеленый. Это какое качество зеленый? О, ля, ты посмотри. Что-то еще ставить могу. Прикольно, на самом деле. Угу. Ну так немножко, конечно, всего. Но, в принципе, это прикольно. Курпятку. Ага. Так, ну тут ладно. А, пора бы уже отчалить отсюда.
I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Tir-Fradi? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor. Nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Ну, найти бы Константина бы. А, там капитан еще. Пообщаемся с капитаном.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide.
You man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life.
Оба. Накаркал.
There are some children we'd think best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Так. Еретики. Ну-ка, Юнга.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
Ага. Ну
Be
пошли.
back soon, Captain.
Так. Ага. Юнга, 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 Юнга. Здарова.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
I need to be going. Farewell.
На канал? На канал.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left, you get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you, the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
И... Так, ладно, пойдем поищем Константина. Пока что, пока может. Так. Интересно.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age. Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes. Quite the talker.
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
Такой нихуя охуел.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his son his allowance, it would seem.
Так, слышь ты, Кирилл?
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Я у этого козла ничего не воровал.
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
Ой. Ой, блин. Я случайно. Я у тебя, брат, ничего не хотел ставить. Тавернщик. Но ты меня разозлил своими грубыми словами. Никакого уважения. А своего золота я тебе давать не буду.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Стол один сломали. Вот и обычный стол обратно.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint? Anything else?
I'm looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Где этот у нас игрок?
Who are you?
Что с глазами?
I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No. Have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago. After visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Thélème embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for...
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Так, ну а что, и все?
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
А, я думал, стояла там, что хотела от меня.
They say the ambassador of Thélème sends his guard all around the city in search of heretics.
Так, что нам известно? Так, ищем Константина. Похитители. Ну-ка, пойдем-ка.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Ja, varför inte? Ja, Fontaine. Здрасте.
Oh, I know
Ой,
you.
ё-моё.
I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy.
Его сын, да?
According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact? It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiry yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have...
With respect, my lady.
Так.
Might I help you, sir?
I need to be going.
Что-то тут нечисто. Ё-моё, туда-сюда. Так, тупичок. Обратно. Кто кричал? Очень подозрительно. Так, вот, капитан.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers?
Take a look around. There are far too many coming. As long as they're not said, we did catch a smuggler in the port jails. May I ask you, why the sudden interest?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Ptolemy...
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our... We, of course, refused entry. Only the North... I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential... But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than type.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise.
Impossible. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, so... Unless you're asking...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking...
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the...
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tir-Fradi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait.
Sorry, Kurt.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that...
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the hub. You haven't heard anything about my cousin, but... To be honest, we were hoping to...
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his... My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the...
That isn't the safest place in this...
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Nort?
Sir de Corsillion's a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
The place of this smuggler is filthy. But perhaps we'll discover some useful information.
If you had any idea who I am. Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Так, и куда, да?
It's blocked. It's not possible just now.
Так. Что-то пошло не по плану. Так.
With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate Rooster. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
Стелс миссии? А вырубать мы так как умеем? Так, он наверху. Что внизу? Внизу, походу, какой-то. Воспользуйся им в свои отступления. Чё, внутри никого вообще нету?
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress. Constantine, it's me! My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fires.
I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by our absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me. He cares about you, I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he? He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Так.
If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave coward, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always been the reasonable soul. Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters?
Kurt, it is your highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow.
Что-то там говорят о чем-то. А мне не ходит. Слушайте. Перчатки хорошие. Так. Куртка. Ну вот, все так мощно. Ух. Ладно. Тихо, аккуратненько сваливаем отсюда.
It's not possible just now.
Так, и тихо, аккуратненько сваливаем. Так, все, мы тут. Так, надо в сторону. В обход, в обход, в обход. Так. Вещи контрабандистов. Мысли. Мы здесь должны обыскать.
Could I trouble you again?
Have you found Jonas?
Not yet, but I haven't given up. About that. What do you think about Captain Vasco?
You know, he's not...
I need to be...
Какие? А, вот. Так, у меня 2 новых зайца. Хотят уехать в Альсат, пока их не поймали инквизиторы. Это усложняет работу. Думаю, я смогу незаметно провести их на корабль. Но придется потрудиться. Надеюсь, им хватит терпения. Спрячу их пока на складе за портовым управлением. Куда-то инквизиторы в жизни не сунутся. Ну, на самом деле, я никогда не одобрял позицию инквизиции. Инквизиторы те еще ублюдки. Но все подарки. Кто они там? Еретики? Хотя, да, опять же, инквизиторы всех называют еретиками, и сами являются теми еще говнюками. Так, как мне туда попасть теперь? Стоп, это что? Так, пойдемте.
Your Highness, I'm happy. Your absence this morning worried both your father.
Come now, Sir de Corsilio. My father may have been angry, outraged, or...
Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family. She told me a strange story about her son who was... She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some...
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean...
They took him back to bring...
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. Since time immemorial, there's always been a... Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also... From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord. And certain noble families...
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between...
No. That pact ended a long time. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for...
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. What counts most is that you bring the boy. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation...
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Так, территория другой фракции. Фракции. О-ля-ля. Но у меня таких вещей нет, да? Тут матроса есть. Подойдет ли он? Он получше. Типа я матрос, я ваш. Хе-хе.
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
If you wore a Naut uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in. Unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Слишком долго. Так быстрее.
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Так, все. Тут есть целый прикид матросов. Они похожи моих. Зато это целый прикид матросов. Что еще есть? Ну, сапоги-то получше будут. Все, получается, спины так до сих пор нету. Пистолета нового нету. Оружия нету. Шляпы тоже нет. Я матрос. А на вас не понял. Так, здесь мы разобрались. Идем дальше.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Кого там называть собрались? Я вообще уже не понимаю, это какой квест я сейчас выполняю.
Who is there?
May the illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of St. Matthias. The one who returned to Thélème after travel.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved.
With the discovery of Tir-Fradi, we thought it crucial to... We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of.
And? What did you find?
Tir-Fradi is without any doubt the land that... But the text that we discovered was...
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
No.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
Ладно.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the Illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
Так, понятно. Ну, попробуем договориться. Так, грузчик.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Так, с этим разобрались. Снотворные не подмешивали. Так, стопорит. Задание. А, ну вот, либо да, либо нет, да? Угу. А то что здесь? Вот. Угу. Сколько же всех квестов-то? Поговорить с одними, поговорить с другими. Пока еще рано.
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave.
Come on now, stop lying. Jonas was taken away.
That is not true.
Enough! With every word you...
Prison? But what...
Kidnapping. Whether Jonas is your son or not, he is a naught that you... In the eyes of the prince, you have committed a crime that puts the interest...
I beg of you, your excellency. Have mercy on a poor mother who is looking only to recover her child. We didn't kidnap our own son. And if you need to speak with him to be convinced, please do. He's in our warehouse, near the Coin Guard Plaza, next to the canal. I am certain that once you have heard his account, you will see the tragedy in our predicament and help us.
I regret threatening that woman.
You didn't have a choice. She was lying, and we need to find that boy.
Ну, да, так по-другому-то я даже не знаю. Вариантов-то не было. Пришлось солгать. Пришлось угрожать.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Matthäus, the founder of the mythical Ptolemy. And it seems that this is not to the liking of the illuminated, or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are...
We are willing.
At the port of Serene.
Very well. I shall send an escort him.
Хорошо.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Lord de Sade.
We owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful.
It was nothing. I hope you won't have too much difficulty adapting to your new country.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this. It's not much, but it is all that we possess.
Farewell.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Да что такое?
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
A handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin? Let's just try to remain discreet.
Сделаем все тихо.
Sir Desade,
Чёрт,
what are
не
you doing
получилось.
here?
I've come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine?
Харизма. Сказать правду или как-то использовать харизму?
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble.
Да, конечно.
I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness will be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Головорезы.
So it's here that our man keeps his son. Abusive fathers.
Так, и где?
Locked.
Ну, в принципе, довольно еще как бы... Ну, такое себе, конечно.
Who are you?
My name is Desade. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
Все, уходим.
It's not possible just now.
А здесь можно было хоть тайком попытаться. Там охрана стояла, так и не получилось. Пришлось драться. Так. Так, стоп. Дайте-ка.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you. Have you seen any...
Что есть? Ух. Где мой 311 монет? Ух. Красиво. Так, чем даем? Сравнить. И... типа так, да? И А. И Б. Либо с моим сравнить. Так. Старая грязная рубаха. Было еще у меня делать. Так, ну продавал. Что купить-то? Из шмоток можно. А моя шапка какая? 18-15. 18-15. Так, поприкольно. Ну вот он сравнивает мои, получается, шляпы. Какие шапочки делаешь? Исследовательская шляпа. 80 минут. Купить. И... И мне это все стоит. Так, а мечи есть. Вот же, да? Кольцадовская сабля. Хороша же, да? Стоит кубину. Кольцо у меня открыт вообще нету. Даже с магией. Что-то он требует, я не знаю. Как мне его не заносить. Это получше будет. И подороже. У меня... правый цвет у меня такой есть. Поэтому ничего не дал. Ладно. Ну вот, значит. Что-то из этого. Ну вот это определенно. Так. Зачем мне два оружия, не знаю. Ладно. Как хватит.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Мой новый шапага. Хоп, хоп. Все, пошли. Так, куда? Где мы? Двигаем. Куда двигаем?
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Cardinal.
It pains me to inform you that the
Curse them! How could that possibly?
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. I thought as much. Those heretics have turned to them. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to stop them. It is truly regrettable.
We have nothing else to do but pray that the luminous might...
Ага. Кирилла +1. Больше ничего спросить.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide.
Хе-хе-хе. До свидания, до свидания. Обмануть дурака, 4 кулака, вообще и плюсик получил. Вперед. Пора отчаливать с этого острова.
Sir? Constantine Orsey, future governor of Tir-Fradi.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have...
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken...
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
You're quite right. I do have a thing or two to put in order.
Then be quick with it. There isn't much time.
Be back soon, Captain.
Так, сейчас все проверяем. Все сделали. Заданий нет больше. Груз места стражи. Так, стоп. А, Новая Серена это там уже вместе поговорить. Все, здесь все. Груз мы загрузили. Мы, в принципе, готовы отчаливать, да? А что за вопрос? Так, мы получили дополнительное очко. Что давай я хотел попробовать? Ловушка при уклонении. Кольца божественной магии, но у меня нет магии, я не подумал. Так, что только что ты из этого? Пробитие брони. И каты. Урон в ближнем бою. Часто воюю в ближнем бою. А так выпущу, конечно, ловушку. Ловушку с перекатом поставил. Выебалочек будет. Ой, ну тут все очень долго будет. Так, ну попали.
Sir, are you ready?
We should...
Конечно.
Permission to board...
Sir, you have it?
No, my house is in order. We are ready to...
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tir-Fradi. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nords even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nords are strange, but they're not.
Ты про Кинг-Конга сейчас разговариваешь?
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it! Help!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Капец, вы чё, блин? Ты вдруг ты задел что-то месяц?
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Повезло, повезло. Повезло.
Cut! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Ой, блин. Оживляющий порошок. Стой, стой, стой. А, подожди. Как мы... Подожди, подожди, а как уклоняться? Я упал. Насмерть. Все. Ну, типа... Кувырки нет?
So eager to discover Tir-Fraди.
Серьезно? Да,
My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nords
почти
even brought one back
4-й уровень.
in one of their ships.
Столько много
I doubt that. The Nords are strange, but they're not idiots.
Как мне его бить вообще? Это чудовище.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be...
О! Серьезно, что ли? Да как? Кто сделал? Кто сделал, блин? Так, ловушка. Да. То. Ладно. А так. Не-не-не-не-не. Подожди, подожди. Ай. Уклонение, конечно, не такое.
Eager to discover Tir-Fraди. My isle.
Ладно, немножко разобрался.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nords even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nords are strange, but they're not idiots.
Ну я типа сильнейший костюм.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
Москве скажешь, а? Ух. Давай. Блин, не надо. Блин, далеко, да?
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
What a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Oh yeah. Где наш капитан? Сегодня отчаливаем или нет? У вас так пробоина в корабле. И это нет. Как его? Ну то самое. Нет, короче, эфира. Кто понял, тот понял. Быстрый подрывник. При уклонении. Вот как это делается? Ура, новая характеристика. Так. Сила. Угу. Ловко. Ну, я не колдун. Я не колдун. Даже брони. Вот это ловко. Окей. По пути к власти. Так, а тут нам ничего не дали. Ладно, поговорим о другом корабле, да?
Gentlemen.
Или это был не тот корабль? То есть это был не этого корабля. Один из его кораблей.
Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He is a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Да, все на все нужно пару месяцев, может даже 3 месяца. Куда-то там непонятно куда.
Stations, lads! Weigh anchor and ready hot to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
Начало. Впереди долгий путь. Знакомство с Новой Сиреной. Старая уж не очень просто. Вся какая-то грязная, темная, мрачная. Еще здесь теплый еще. Наконец-то. Земля! Давай поделишаем.
Тир-Фради! Ahoy!
Тир-Фради! Земля! Йо, ты горит! Добро пожаловать! Это был пролог. Самое веселое еще впереди. После 2,5 часа пролога. О, здрасте.
What a charming welcoming committee. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsey, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that will be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health.
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service for a while.
Новый спутник. Здравствуйте. Курт. Васко. Добро пожаловать. Так, параметры. Снаряжение. Старый топаж падает. Возьмите старую ржавую рапиру, да? Нет, не возьмите. Откуда мне старая ржавая рапира? Это не его случайно рапира? Возьмите, да. Она лучше. хороший. Тут есть старый печатки сирены. Куда ты шмотки? У нас не служит. Стандартный стоит. Ладно. Давай, готов. Ну, в принципе, это время, это уже все поджимает. Мы уже 2 часа занимаемся стримингом. Мы покинули старую Сирену, прибыли в новую. И новые приключения начнутся уже в новом... на новой трансляции, да? Всем спасибо, кто присутствовал, кто смотрел, кто будет смотреть. До новых встреч, ребята. Всем пока.